Years since I put myself on the spot with a personal or live video or webinar, and believe me, you've really got to make sure you get out what you want to say in the correct context, because you can't take it back. It goes not into Penzance but onto the internet forever. And just as a forewarning, this is probably going to be the longest Mickyism I'm ever going to do, believe me. So it begins. I didn't think I'd get to this last birthday on May the 23rd, 24, but I'll tell you about that after a little bit of a rewind. But thanks for all the birthday wishes last May. There was a hell of a lot of you. Thank you. Let's go back 50 years. Let's have a rewind. The world at the moment has become a very different place, but back then, 1974, I was looking forward to becoming an adventurer. I grew up as a country boy, raised in the Pennines. 90% of my spare time was spent outside. It's the only distraction we had. Back then, when I was 9, my parents started running pubs and hotels, so we moved and I had to learn how to be a town boy. Well, I managed to survive that transition. That's another story. At age 16, ended up near my old family roots in the Star Hotel in Penzance, Cornwall. This is where things took on a massive change, and I went to sea and travelled the world. What a journey that was. But came ashore in the mid-80s and became a landlubber in hospitality. That's another story. 16 years ago on my 50th birthday bash, I pinned a map of my travels. 476 towns, cities and villages in 42 countries. That's a lot, you might think, but I know people that have been a hell of a lot more than me. Hey, Rodney Googe, where are you? You were one of my main influences, Rodders, to go on and get a career at sea. You worked hard, strived for and got your Master Mariner's ticket. Spent far longer than I did at sea. I'd just love to see you pin a map of all the places you've been and how many places. Rod, I reckon it'd take you a hell of a lot longer to pin your map and put mine to shame. You only retired last year, I think. Go on. I dare you, Rodders. Pin a map. Might even surprise you, and I'd love to know how many countries, towns, cities and villages are on it. You see, some of us can look back to then, a few years ago. The world wasn't so connected as it is now. My longest trip at sea was 11 months, 3 weeks and 2 days in 1977. I even have the minutes and seconds in my journal. A radio telephone call then cost me about £35 from the middle of the Indian Ocean. It was a long trip. I really needed to talk home. Well, I don't think at the time things were quite tickety-boo. So I'd had a letter before we set sail. Yeah, snail mail in the United Arab Emirates. And that was already a week old. 35 quid for a phone call. Doesn't sound like much, but for a 10-minute call though. In reality, £35 in 1977 in today's money, it's about £220. That call was priceless to me. My 21st birthday, 1979. I was on board ship for that. And the second cook and baker made me a 21st birthday cake. How they hid it, I'll never know, because I was second steward on board and usually accessed all areas every day. Part of my job was to be all over the ship, like a rash. Today your dad would probably call you and on his mobile phone, probably for free, to wish you a 21st birthday. Congratulations. Then my dad sent me a telegram. It cost so much per letter then as well. That's where you were in the world. £2.71 I think it was then, about £12.50 today. The radio officer came into the ship's bar early evening, handed me a telegram. Yeah, we were on our way to Western Australia again from the Persian Gulf. It just read, "Congrats on 21st, son. Love, Mum, Dad." That meant so much to me, the other side of the planet. Right, let's fast forward again, eh? Let's come back to now, 2024 right now. Over the last 9 years, been through a bit of the mill of my own health. Some of you know about it. However, it was thankfully fixable to a point. November 19th, 2019. I had another operation on an artery, followed by another in December, which hopefully would give me my legs back. And it was successful to a point. Sadly, Mum passed away the night before my first op, Monday the 18th of November 2019 at 7:30 in the evening, just a week before her 91st birthday. Robbed. I couldn't share with her what she was hoping for me. She would have been over the moon for that. Now, where am I taking all this? Well, I've touched on the past, how much family and friend communication meant. Then, over 40 years ago, it was priceless. The world is in a massive metamorphosis right now, and it's going to change. That change has already started, and it's a change that is needed, but it needs to be a change for the betterment. It really does need to be for the betterment of all. That's what's really needed. Make sure you are a part of that change. Make it for the good. Don't waste other chances. Don't waste any chances. We're so connected now. It's so easy to call someone, whether it be by phone, Skype, FaceTime, WhatsApp, text, email. Go on, do it. Just call someone out of the blue. If it's someone you love, tell them you love them. If it's a good friend, thank them for their friendship, for their time. Think about the future now. It's not going to be the same. I don't think it's going to be so instant gratification orientated. Not as quick as the ring pull. The world needs everyone to change their ways. It's showing us that. It's some of the world leaders that don't want that change. Can't see the change. Cannot vision the changes that are needed. They're still focused on the old ways, the old economic systems, and all the things that come with that, which are just killing this planet and its people. We're supposed to be a sentient race of beings. Well, we need to start behaving like sentient beings and look after each other, and each and every one of us, regardless of race, religion, creed, colour, gender. Anyway, again, thank you for all those birthday wishes in May. Take care, my friends, and go on. Call someone. Surprise them. Put a smile on somebody's face. Today that doesn't cost anything but some of your time and humanity. So, bye for now, and I'll talk again sooner than later next time. And a little Mickyism before I leave you. It's all about that change the world needs. Think about this. It's just 3 words. Autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy, what does it mean? Desire to be self-directed. Not just for the boss, the job. For you, for yours, your family. It increases engagement over compliance. Mastery. The urge to get better skilled, again. Not just for the job, for life. For everything that you have to do to get from one end of it to the other. Master it. Purpose. Whoa. More than the other two. Purpose. The desire to do something that has meaning. Something real and is important, especially to you. Not just for your boss, your job, whatever you do in life to make a living, earn a shilling. Everything has purpose. And if it's something you love, and it'll make you happy for the rest of your life. Now, go on. Make that call. You know you want to. You know someone that needs to hear that voice. Cheers.